Welcome back to another Zozo's Guide video. We are doing Where Winds Meet Moonveil Mountain Antiques, and we're starting off in Heaven's Pier, right by the boundary stone. Now, just keep in mind that this does take a lot of work to collect all the information and all this, but we're gonna go straight through to Heaven's Pier, past the stalls, and turning right here at the first semi-residential area. And then we're gonna go into this house slowly and grab this chest. And this is where you'll find the peace pendant. Let me just quickly show you that I don't have the information to trace the history for this. And we are gonna go back out down the slope that we just came up. In order to trace, we're gonna need to find Aunt Tian. She can either be behind this house or inside the house, depending on what time you go and talk to her. And you're just gonna talk to her and find out the history. Now, while we're here, it would be very much appreciated if you would like, subscribe, do the stuff, you know, and I am grateful for all of you watching this. Okay, now that we're done with this, it should be traced like that, and we are gonna head over to Blissful Retreat. Starting off at the boundary stone, our first of the 6, I believe, artifacts is the bracers, which can be found up on the right side inside the Maidao house over here. So, just inside, it's not the small chest, it's the big chest. And that should give you the bracers, artisan bracers, heirloom ones, 1/2. You're gonna have to find the other half to trace it, which requires you to go to Stonewash Strand. And once you're at Stonewash Strand, you're just gonna run in to the area, and the chest should be on your right here, inside the hut. This is Yanqiren's hut. Yeah. Both braces should have their history traced already because they are each other's trace, essentially. Now from here, we're going to go back to Blissful Retreat and head towards the tavern, towards the left where the tavern is. And once you get to the tavern, remember you had to come out for the main story to that hut? Well, now we're going to the right side instead. And you're going to look for the large chest inside this building. And that should give you the Cicada wing pendant. Just quickly showing you again that it's not, I don't have the information or the knowledge to trace it. We're gonna head towards the big tree, the big peach blossom, not peach, pear blossom tree, in the night market area, banquet area, the party area. I don't know what you call it. Behind the boat here, we're gonna find the weathered wine jar. Once you collect it, you'll find a loan slip, and that would give you all the information you need to trace the Cicada wing pendant. Now we're going to go back to Aunt Han's room, and this is a quest-related antique. Okay. Remember you had to rummage through her drawers at one point? That should get you the Willow blade. And I'm just going to continue to let this cutscene play so you can remember if you have done this or not. You should have, if you've progressed far enough. If you haven't, this is a bit of a spoiler. The rest of the antiques from this point onwards are going to be quest locked or quest related. To get the trace for this antique, the Willow Leaf Dagger, we have to go to Kilnfire Ridge. So from that hut, we're gonna follow up to the wine storage area, where we go in with Pillar Blade to kill a bunch of people and find out what's happening, and then eventually have to do the horse boss. Anywho's, once you get to this Kilnfire Ridge camp, you're gonna look behind the trees, and it is this mysterious account. And that should give you your Willow Leaf Blade trace. I'm gonna get out of here before I get under attack. Now we're gonna head over to Everclear Clinic and talk to Yao Yao over here to ask her to help unlock the second floor door, since Uncle Tian is out. And once you head in, you're gonna find a chest. This will have warding chest armor, and then after that, upstairs, taking the stairs, not the stairs, but the ladder up. We will have the Water Lady crown inside this chest. Both of those are not traced. Now remember to grab all the chests in here and then eventually go over to the open door and investigate the thing on the ground. So you have to use your bow and shoot that. You can't do it without investigating the thing on the ground. Now we're gonna just drop down and do this part. Just keep in mind to stay off of the center part of the walkway and light the lights. It will help you see. And don't fall for the traps. You'll be fine. Just find a drop down area so that you can get to here. Once you get down here, the Water Lady crown trace is here. Just showing you that I don't have that trace yet. And here we're going to interact with the Water Lady notes. And that should give you the trace for the crown. Going forward from this part, we're going to continue our quest. We're going to go not there, but straight to that alcove. Avoid the center again, following the sound of that voice to this area. We're going to go down, and you're going to need to grab the flute first. Sorry, the score first. You're gonna need to grab the score first, and then once you've learned how to play that, you're gonna come to this platform and perform the song that you just learned. That should bring the other people over. Basically follow the quest line. That's the most of it. Then we'll be able to open the door. Once you get to this room, you're just gonna go and interact with the mysterious book. Practice 3, same, different, doesn't matter, 3 martial arts. And that should bring you to the next area. And when you're in the next area, make sure to grab the 2 chests. I think there's 3 actually. And defeat Heartless, who is the alternate version of Aunt Han, supposedly. Once you've done it, this guy will talk to you. You're gonna need to give him the flute that you picked up in order to get the key to open the door. Once you open the door, you'll be able to go the other side. And follow the pathway until you get to Toto over here. And you want to go back towards this area to be able to grab this Frost Beneath the Well, which will give you the trace for the warding chest. And there's one more artifact down here, but that artifact is specifically for Blissful Retreat. It is this Crescent ring. It is traced automatically if you have done this quest line. Okay? Simple. Let's get out of here. Up the ladder, and then you gotta squeeze through. If you need more guides on where the chests are, I do have a guide available on my channel as well. I'll put that down in whatever this. You'll find it. It's not hard. Okay, our next antique is here, past the wine tower, sweet wine tower, and it is in the graveyard. It's behind this tree on the left side. Yeah, little chest over here. And this one will have the colorful longevity thread. And the trace is actually part of the quest. Once Aunt Han pours away the wine and you talk to her here at the graveyard, you will get the trace. Okay, now that we've done that, we have the next one that's quest related, where you go down here and grab the old bracers for Zhang Wulang. It should automatically be traced as well as part of the quest line. And yeah. So on to the next antique. This one is back in Aunt Han's room. If you can see the chest of drawers on the right, there is a chest here next to the bed. It has this handkerchief. And this handkerchief, we don't have the trace for it yet, but to get it, we're gonna have to go to Moonveil Peak, which you can teleport over. I'm currently on a different account, so I'm gonna have to show you a couple things. It's not traced on this account yet, and we are gonna go straight to the inside. First, you want to talk to the Elder Bell Ringer. I don't know if this is necessary, but every single time I've done this, I've had to exhaust all conversation options with this gentleman. So that means making sure you talk to him for both options and making sure they are grayed out like that is. Oh, and there is a Dark Surge fragment that you can get from it. Anyways, we're gonna go outside and go up through the side entranceway, this hole here, and we're gonna follow the pathway up this ramp and towards the staircase where we're going to be investigating this spot. And while we're here, just letting you know, there are a few more spots we have to investigate to get the achievement and trace. But this is the next one, the Willow Blade. It's a little difficult to find, but it's definitely at that pillar. Just shuffle around a little. You'll find it. Okay, turning right. We're gonna go all the way around to the outside exit because the staircase is broken, but there's another investigation point. And all these investigation points will also be part of the Wandering Tales quest that is related to this entire story, but it also gives you the trace. There's more steps for the trace, technically speaking. You want to make sure you have all of them, so we're going to go out here and up here using the G to jump up, and then up this ramp. Try not to fall off, and up the stairs to the altar. Your character is going to say something here. I don't think it's important, but I stopped anyway just in case. That's the next clue, and then we're gonna go out here and look up to hit G or whatever it is for you to use that lightness skill to go up. And here we're not going to do really much. We're just gonna climb up the staircase and then go around all the way till you see the sparkle on the wall. And then the letter on the ground. That is all the investigation points that you need, I think. Because I believe yeah, there you go. Wandering Tales is done. So let's just take a quick peek. That is all the spots you need. And once you have the Wandering Tales complete, we're going to head back down. So I'm just going to come around to the staircase to go down because I don't want to use up my body of iron. Here, I'm going to jump down again, but not from the handrail. I'm trying to be careful not to sprain my body. Down to the urn. Then take the staircase and go around to here. And now we're going to jump down. Okay, there's my body of iron because that was the biggest jump. Anywho's, I think there's an investigation spot here. I'm gonna just check it out just in case I need it. Just in case. This one's a little confusing. There's too many points. Now you're gonna go look for the bell ringer. He could be outside as well, not just inside. And we're gonna talk to him and exhaust all conversation options again, all 3 of them. And there's the last one. And then we're gonna leave. You're gonna want to talk to him again and exhaust the 2 hero option. Leave, and then you'll be able to get your Lovesick Handkerchief trace. Now we're gonna head on over to Crimson Cliff by the Waystone or Boundary Stone. And we're doing the Blind to the World quest really quickly because that's where the next 2 antiques are. Talk to Uncle Tian or Unfated Tian here. Gonna go jump as close as possible to that point and go down. Hit Alt to go down. You're gonna investigate this central section and then activate all 3 of those contraptions. I'm not forgetting the chests near them. There's 2, I believe. I'm not gonna tell you where all the chests are for this one because that's not my purpose. The purpose of this one is to just show you where to get and how to get all your antiques. Once you're done with that, we're gonna go down. And I will show you all the puzzle answers. So here we have 1. Gonna jump down here and talk to Uncle Tian. And you want to be mindful and observe which platforms I'm standing on after you stand on that platform. So we're going clockwise, I believe, from the northern facing platform. And that should give us this. Once you go in, you want to shoot all the fabric, and then once you come out through the other side, you're going to want to interact with the blue flowers, which should show you that you need to go dive down into the water, etc, etc. Coming out from the water, you're going to talk to Uncle Tian. And once you finish talking to Uncle Tian, you're going to turn around and go up the stairs. At the top, you want to don't forget your boundary stone. Seriously. And then you want to grab the chest and interact with the blue flower because that's what you need to activate this pedestal. After activating the pedestal, you will see the answer to this puzzle. And we're just going to repeat it back to you. It is 3, 4, 1, 2 from the left. And then we're gonna push the door in after that is done. Gonna go talk to Uncle Tian here for a bit. And then once he's done with you, you are going to go down here, find out what the goddess really wants. And that's again, body of iron. Once you get down to here, you're gonna want to go to this signpost. It's the moonlit flower. Grab that, take it upstairs. This is the way up. So we're gonna go past this living area, ignoring all chests again, going up the staircase. There's 2 staircases, and then you're going to interact with the goddess herself and fulfill the old wish by giving her the flower. And she should disappear. And you'll receive the wedding dress upon completing the quest. And it should also be traced already. Oh, and a dark search fragment. I forgot about that. It is traced. Cool. And then after this, you're going to find your way out. Once you find your way out, you're going to go back towards this area again. Trying not to fall in. Aye. Squelch. Okay. There are 3 sequences here. The first one is clockwise. Pay attention to the tone of sound. So it's the one on the right. We're going clockwise. And this one should be the last one. Wait a second. There's another sequence. It should show you on the ground. Going anti-clockwise this time. So starting from this one, we're gonna go around anti-clockwise. Okay, we're gonna wait again. I have no idea what I was doing here. Okay, headed back. Pay attention to the sound. Again, it is, I believe, the one on the left side actually, and we're going clockwise. I think this is the most complex set of things to do for an antique so far. Just to get the antique. Okay, now that that is done, we have unlocked the chest. We're able to pick up the chest here, as well as the lunar braces, which have not been traced. In order to get the lunar braces, we're gonna have to teleport over to 1000 Buddha Vale. I'm gonna hop over by running there, actually, I think. And we're gonna go up to this cart and hop up the cliffside to the statue here and take that muddy path all the way up. So I don't like the squelch of the mud, so I tend to try to avoid it. And this is copper, gold, hollow. We're gonna interact with this pedestal, push it open. And then we'll be able to go down. There are 3 puzzles here. This first one requires you to have, all of these actually require you to have your meridian touch. So you want to match both left and right to open the first door. For the next one, you're going to match the front ones to the ones at the back to open the next door, like this. So they look like the ones behind them, and that should open the door. There was a chest. I'm not going to tell you how to get that. Pretty straightforward. Alright, on towards the next area. This one is a little finicky. There are a lot of statues here, so I'm gonna need you to pay close attention. We are going to stand on this platform, which activates all of them, and we're going to look at the one on the right, our left side. So if you're facing forward. So we're gonna make that match the statue on the right side of that door and go inside. Once you go inside, you want to interact with this statue that looks a little different. I don't know how, honestly. How does it look different? But anyways, that gives you the trace for the lunar bracers. Now we are back at Hall of Seasons, the Palace of Annals, so we can go inside from here. And then we're gonna go upstairs. There is a hidden floor. Please be aware of that. Oh, when falling dead bodies that somehow morph a little. Games. Anywho's, our first antique is this bow. We're gonna pick it up. Just know it's not been traced. Don't drop down yet. You're gonna want to go all the way to the back here. Now, if you've already done this quest and you didn't grab this, you're gonna have to be very careful and shimmy your way somehow down here. But those are both not traced. I'm gonna just grab a chest here. And we're gonna drop down. After we drop down, if you want to get out of this quest line, you're gonna want to open this door. Just in case you want to leave right now. I don't know why this is there. Anywho's, there is this lantern that you're gonna rotate, and that reveals somebody. I am going to cut out any violence here. We're gonna follow the pathway down until you reach this point, and then activate the lever, which should bring the elevator up. Get on the elevator and activate the lever again to go downstairs. It is going to stop. You're gonna have to get off and kill everybody. So I'm gonna go in and do this real quick. Once I've done that, you're gonna go in all the way to this table, turn right, and go into this corridor area. Grab your chest if you want to. I don't think I did. And then go all the way down, stopping when you see the contraption. So here there is a contraption. You're gonna activate it. I've sped parts of this up just because it takes a while. And you're gonna activate another one here. After you're done with that, don't forget to grab this chest and go up the platform on the right, and you'll be able to go back to the elevator, which is no longer stuck, and you'll be able to keep going down. Once you reach the bottom, you're going to turn right and go down this hidden area. Yes, I see the chest. Don't worry about it. We're going to keep going down all the way, and you're going to head down this corridor till you find a kind of strange living quarters. And on top of the bed, there is a letter. The letter should give you the trace for, I believe, the bow. No, the ring, sorry. Okay, once you're done with that, we're going to head back up. Don't forget to clear out the area up top, because there's going to be a few enemies. Go up the ladder. Waddle, waddle. And you waddled up top. Waddle, waddle. Ah! Lucky. Now that we are here, we're gonna turn right. And these guys are going to disappear. Once you're done with that, you want to take the staircase at the back. There's two. Go up here through this corridor and to the end to open this door. Don't forget to grab your boundary stone for Dragon Abyss Depths, and now you're gonna have to fight Lucky 17. Once you defeat Lucky 17, come up to the dragon's head over here and interact with the pedestal or plaque at the back. That should give you your trace for the bow. Alright, now we have to go to our final area. Once you get to this area, there will be a platform that is glowing. You're going to want to interact with it to learn the pose. And then once you go all the way to the entrance, you're going to use your Meridian Touch to freeze the two people here in place. Then do the pose at this spot. Now you can open the door once that is done. It should unlock. Don't forget to grab your boundary stones again. Go all the way down. I will speed this area up because it's boring and repetitive, and it's just me running down to get to the central area. Now you're gonna need to find two other gear. The first one will be on the right hand side. You're gonna light a bunch of roots on fire, and the second one is going to be inside these roots that I'm about to show you. You're gonna go in by crouching, and our first chest here is going to be the first antique of Gleaming Abyss. Try not to touch the water too much. After you get this one, you're gonna follow the platforms to the next area, and you will find the gear somewhere inside here. I'm not going to show you that because it just has no relevance really to this area. Once you're able to find that, you are going to go to the other gear, which is over here. This is your third deer, and you're gonna interact to sense the Dream Echo. Once the Dream Echo has finished, the deer will release the wall, and if you have all three, all walls will be released. And here's our first antique, second antique, the silver longevity lock. Both of them are not traced. Now you're gonna go up to the coffin, given the quest line. The coffin will pull you in. It's a little spooky. I'm gonna cut that out. And then once you get down here, there's gonna be a few enemies for you to fight. It's gonna get a little foggy, a little purple and red. Once you're done with that, go up the staircase to this area. This section, you're gonna look for the deers again, but instead of interacting to sense the Dream Echo, you're going to just grab this deer piece, the skull. You're gonna get 3 different pieces. Okay, traced. Anyways, you're gonna need to get this human cocoon key. So on the right hand side of the where we just were, where the deer head was. There is a key. We're gonna take that key and drop it off here, which should open up the door for us. Nice. Past this door, there is a mob. It's going to attack you. We're gonna go past that and light this platform on fire so you can cross it because it drops down. Grab the chest real quick. There is a Dream Echo here somewhere. I'm not interested in it. We're gonna keep going, following the path, and our chests as well. Grab the lethal crystal because those are useful. Then we're gonna grab this deer skull, and then we're gonna enter the Dream Echo. I'm gonna fast forward it and cut to the end. That should give you your trace for the silver longevity lock. Okay, now you're gonna go up and grab the last deer skull. I believe it gives you an antler. So the last 2 give you an antler. The first one gives you the skull itself. And then from here, you're gonna go and drop down over there. There will be a mob that's gonna attack you and explode when it's done. You want to come up to here and place using construction. So use your keypad or your controller, whichever works, to select the corresponding pieces. It is a little finicky to line up, but once you get it done, the door will open and you're gonna walk over to the other side. There's a bit of a cutscene here. You're gonna need to kill the Void King. He's pretty straightforward. Once you're done with him, the gate behind him is going to open, and you're gonna go through the gate. There are a few things that he drops that might be of interest. For example, the longevity fruit seed. That is for a wandering tale. Enter the fog and go all the way to this Dream Echo here. You're going to want to interact with it. And at first, it's not going to give you the trace. You can walk away. It's not a problem. Keep going, because there's a lot more to this than just where you are right now. This is my final request to you to like and subscribe to this video if this helped you in any way, and I really appreciate it. Once the trace is done, or the Dream Echo is done, trace for the Tang Palace Hairpin will be completed. So yeah, that's it.